Boom, not to blow the air horn. Militus practices for the Kobayashi Maru and Mrs. Guildnight. And the Precursor Guild freaking raided. It's time to wind it up. This is episode 12 of the PrecursorCast.
Militus and Boom.
Well, all right. Here we are, episode 12, PrecursorCast. I'm Boom, and I'm joined by Militus and Tess. How are you guys tonight?
Awesome.
Late start. We got a little bit of a we had a little bump. My son had a program he was doing at school, so there was some hectic stuff going on at the Boom household, but we made it. So that's good. Keeping our streak alive of 12 consecutive weekly episodes, which is
that's amazing.
A new record.
That is amazing for us because we are not that type of stick. Well, we don't have that type of stick-to-itiveness.
We are now. We're totally that type of stick-to-itiveness. Well, we have one of the most amazing shows that could ever possibly happen in the podcasting world tonight. It's going to be so fantastic, this one. And it's all brought to you because we had a new kind of a patch drop on us. And it is the Chinese New Year. We are talking about the wonderful stuff that Guild Wars 2 has put into place for us this Chinese New Year. And I think it's time to kick it off.
Since when did you rip off music from Blade and Soul?
Yeah, this is, despite what you might think, this is
Isn't that the starter music for Blade and Soul?
This is not the Blade and Soul starting music, believe it or not. So I handpicked some songs to play behind this intro game that we're going to do. All of the songs that you're going to hear in the background are all about the Chinese New Year. I just don't know exactly what they're saying. But there you have it. It's time for some Chinese New Year of the Monkey trivia. Which, by the way, I think monkeys are awesome. So we have.
I'm Year of the Monkey.
Year of the Monkey trivia.
I am.
You were born in the Year of the Monkey?
I am. I was.
Okay, what about you, Boom?
I got bad news. This is what's really funny about this. Do you know about the monkey and the tiger?
No.
They're supposed to not get along at all.
Are you the tiger?
I am a tiger. And you and I get along perfect.
We're bestest buddies.
We are bestest buddies, but it's not supposed to work. So everything we're going to say right now is all mumbo jumbo, but it's kind of fun. So Year of the Monkey trivia, we're going to kick it off right now. So I've got a whole mess of questions here, and I'm going to find out how well you guys know the Chinese zodiac cycle.
Okay.
So this is going to test you guys. This is going to put you to the test. Are you guys ready for this?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to start you off with a softball. Here we go. How many animals are in the Chinese zodiac cycle? How many animals? So we mentioned 2 of them, so you know there's at least 2. Your choices are 9, 12, 13, or 15. How many animals in the Chinese zodiac cycle?
Easy to remember.
You know it, Militus?
It is, because the way I always remember it is there are as many animals in the zodiac as there are months in the year.
So it's 12. I know the answer now.
See, I just tossed you guys out. A super easy one. All right, this one's
the
gonna
best
be a
animal, though, you forgot to ask me, is obviously the ox.
Are you the ox?
I'm the ox.
You are the ox. So we've got an ox, we've got a tiger, and we've got the monkey. So this is Tessa's year, by the way. So this is gonna be good stuff for Tess.
It better be.
All right. Well, here we go. Let's talk about this next question. According to the calendar, which flowers are considered to be lucky? So your choice A is the chrysanthemum, and the crepe myrtle, the lotus, or the citron. Did I say that wrong?
No, I was sitting here
laughed at
going,
crepe myrtle. I'm sorry.
yeah, crepe
Okay,
myrtle.
okay.
I thought that was funny. I was
thought
like,
I thought
When
I
I
did something
think
wrong.
crepe myrtle, I think South Carolina.
I know. I'm like,
There you go. There you go.
Go ahead. I'm
C
sorry.
is the
hydrangea.
hydrangea. See, I've never said that word before. That's the first time. That was a boom first. First time I've ever said hydrangea. There you go. And the last D choice is the orchid and something from Zolder's closet. Right?
That
Considered by
D
the Chinese
has to
be
be
lucky.
stricken because that's a controlled substance, aka flour.
Oh, okay. All right. So Zolder's. So choice D is out. Which one do you guys think then?
I'm gonna go with B, lotus.
I am too. I
citron.
think it's lotus something. I think it's lotus.
Yeah, that would be what you would think it was, and I threw that on there to trick you guys. But it's actually a chrysanthemum and crepe.
What?
Shut your mouth.
Those are
That
considered
was
to be
the
lucky.
bottom.
So because it's
I
Year
thought
of the
that
Monkey.
had-
Myrtle?
Yes.
I thought that had less likelihood than the something in Zolder's closet.
I did too. But the crepe myrtle totally threw me off.
Yeah,
Totally.
What's funny about that is that that the chrysanthemum crepe myrtle is something Tess needs to have because the Year of the Monkey is not all it's cracked up to be. So she's she's got to be a little worried about
Great.
it. All right. So here we go.
Awesome.
Question number 3. People born in the Year of the Monkey are characterized as quick-witted, curious, innovative, and mischievous, which I think that sums up Tess pretty well. But it is also believed to be one of the most blank years in the Chinese calendar. And I'd left it blank because I want you guys to fill in the blank. It is one of the most blank years
So I'm
in
assuming
the Chinese
it's a
calendar.
derogatory adjective.
I don't know. What do you think?
Selfish.
Selfish. We got one choice. Militus, what do you think?
I
It's
think
one
I'm
of the most-
selfish.
one of the most blank years in the Chinese calendar. I had one that started with, but that's- I can't say it.
Obnoxious.
Yeah, I had one that was really good, but I can't say it.
Um,
We're running a clean podcast here.
One of the most filled Lord Farron erection years in the Chinese calendar. That's what I'm
That
gonna
is
go with.
actually correct, Militus. Very good. Very good. You got it. Militus is already striking. It's actually, so this is why the chrysanthemum crepe myrtle is so important, because it is considered one of the most unlucky years
Oh,
in the Chinese
Yes.
calendar.
Yes, I am so unlucky. It's not even
There you
funny.
go.
I wouldn't win anything. You always blame me. You always accuse me, Boom, of being hyper competitive.
Yes,
That's
yes.
because I never can win by luck. If anything is a luck based contest, I never will win ever.
Well, I think you're doing just fine. But anyway, let's move on to question number 4. 2016 is the year of the blank monkey. The blank monkey. 2016 year of the blank monkey. Give us an answer, Moses.
I'm gonna go with brass.
Brass. Would it be the year of the funky monkey as well?
I'm gonna say brass monkey.
Oh, nice. Okay, brass. We got brass monkey. Tess, how about you?
The shaved monkey.
I gotta do more fill in the blank questions. You guys are
I
doing
was
a way
trying
better.
to time that right.
You guys are
as
doing a
Marcus was
way.
drinking
You
his
guys are doing
tea.
a way better job of this than I could have ever thought. Okay, it is in fact.
Divine monkey. I don't know.
So this is actually partly. It ties into the game. This question, by the way, it is actually the year of the red monkey. So if you
that's
if you
why
go
the
into the game,
festival's red.
You'll see red monkeys everywhere. So it is the year of the red monkey. There you go.
Gotcha.
But your answers of brass and shaved were far better than anything I could have come up with. All right, question number 5. Firecrackers from this event grant an effect. Monkey's gift, which gives blank. So this
I know
is
this.
a Guild Wars
I think I
question.
know this.
What's it give you?
I
Something
think it
Tess
gives you
needs.
magic find,
It gives.
right? Or am I wrong? I think it's
I'm waiting
magic
for
find.
Tess
I just
to
did
say
it. I should know this. Militus just did this about 20 minutes ago. It shows you how bad I am at it. So I'm gonna say magic find.
It gives you magic find, but it also gives you XP boost and something else.
You guys both got it right. It's 10% magic.
I got it
find.
right more.
There you go. You got it right more. See, there you go. There's the monkey.
You
for ya.
always do, Tess.
There's that
You
funky
always
brass
do.
monkey coming out. All right, here we go. Number 6. players can purchase how many divine lucky envelopes from Phaedra every day per account? How many divine envelopes can you buy? So here's your choices. I gave you a multiple choice because this one's a little hard. 10, 16, 18, or 25.
I'm going to say 10.
Well, you know, Milla, I go big or I go home. It's like 25.
The correct answer. So when you're playing, you get to get 16 of those divine lucky envelopes. It's the weirdest number I could have ever
That's
thought
a weird number, yeah.
16. I wonder, like, somebody was just like, they were working on the U.S. system. What do they call that? Instead of the metric system? They just decided, we'll just do everything
Imperial.
eights. Yes, Imperial. There you go. The Empire. Okay. Question 7. During this event, all players are affected by Memories of a Home effect, which increases magic find by what percentage?
I know this.
Here's your choices.
Let me
A
answer
is 10,
first. Then.
B is 15, C is 20, and D is 25. What do you think?
I don't want Tess to tell me the right answer. 15.
It's 10.
The correct answer is 15%.
Well, no, it is not. Boom.
It is 15%.
No, it is not. No,
We can get a
it's
ruling, but it my notes say 15%.
No,
if it is, someone's going to be eating crow.
I think Militus,
Nope, I'm logging in
you're
right
the
now.
monkey. You're the monkey. All right. Well, here we go.
I'm
Question
logging
number. You log in. We're gonna
She's
just keep on.
logging in.
I know she's going for it. Here we go. Question number 8. What is the name of the PvP event that runs during the Lunar New Year? So here's your choices. The name of the PvP event that runs during the Lunar New Year. Choice A is Master Greyrook's Firecracker Extravaganza. That's choice number 1. Choice number 2 is Fireball. Choice number C
I wish I had some
is
Fireball.
Dragon Ball. And choice number D is Tosticles Ball Challenge. What do you think?
Tossicles.
Which would you like me to give them again? You got Master Greyrook's Firecracker Extravaganza, Fireball, Dragon Ball, and Tosticles Ball Challenge.
I'll answer while Tess is looking up the magic find.
All right.
So, what I wanted to initially answer based on my experience about 30 minutes ago was Militus balls kick straight in by other players. But I'm going to go with C, Dragon Ball.
Yeah, it's Dragon Ball.
It is, in fact, Dragon Ball. There you go. That was an easy one.
Have you guys played it yet?
Dragon Ball Z. I have
did.
not played it yet. I'm
I
excited.
played it about 20 minutes ago.
We'll get to talk about it. I'm excited about it. Okay, question 9 and the final question for this evening's fun-filled
10% magic find, 5% bonus experience from kills. What? That's right.
I don't know. We're still going to have to look it up because monkey. It could be that you just got unlucky and the rest of us get 15. We don't really know. So we're just gonna take this one thing at a time. All right. Everything points to disaster for monkeys this year. According to the superstition, how can you avoid this result? So here's your choices. So choice number 1, to avoid disaster for monkeys, you can send Boom 8,000 US. That's choice 1. Choice 2 is seeking the blessing of lucky stars. Choice C is visit Zoldrup's mushroom fields. And choice D is seek the golden monkey and listen to its wisdom. What do you guys think?
Well, I think if I visited Zoldrup's mushroom fields, that would cause an unlucky result.
It would.
So I'm going to go with D, seek the golden monkey. Not the brass monkey,
The brass
but
monkey.
the golden monkey.
That funky monkey. Okay, so we got a D. What do you think, Militus?
You know me, I like to oppose Tess. So it really is down to 2, right? B or D. So I'll go seeking the blessing of the lucky stars, which I'm...
It is, in fact, seeking the blessing of the lucky stars.
But
I'm sure Tess will look that up and try to prove me wrong.
It's okay.
So that's
Even
just
the best
way,
have to lose sometimes.
That's just the way it rolls.
That's okay.
Well, everybody,
新年乐无边，
新年长少年，
弟弟妹妹烧鞭炮，大家一起庆团圆。
it is the Chinese New Year, so welcome. We are so glad to have everybody. So, Tess, we have lots of different ways to get a hold of us.
We do.
Can you tell them how they might be able to do that?
Me. Okay, so you can visit our website at pc.kindofabigdealgaming.com. You can tweet us at Precursor Podcast, or I'm sorry, no, that's not right. Don't do that. You can tweet us.
Wait, what? Wait.
You can tweet us at PrecursorCast.
I think you did better last week when I just played
Don't
show
don't,
tunes
don't,
back
don't,
behind you.
don't.
All right, maybe I should have kept the Chinese music going for this.
You can email us at precursorpodcast@gmail.com. You can watch us every Wednesday at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific at twitch.tv/precursorcast. You can visit our Facebook at facebook.com/precursorpodcast, or you can phone or text us at...
Oh, whoops. Hold on. That was my cue, right? Is that...
Yes.
You wanted... Wait, okay, so say that last line again real quick. Remember, guys, we do this in one take, all right? So this is live. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Give me one more shot at this. All right, go for it.
You can call or text us at 702-625-1337.
In my sick voice, that spells leet.
Oh,
There we go.
Milla.
Milla has no voice.
That was...
Oh, Puddin'.
That was great. I think in the history of all of our shows, that was the roughest start that we've had from the opening credits through the stuff to here.
That just means the rest of the show is going to be that much better.
It is. It's just a fantastic show that we have for you. But we're going to go ahead, as we always do, and we're going to start with our moments of... Our moments
My tongue
of
is
zen.
orange.
It's just
And
not
your
getting any
blood
better, is
alcohol
it?
levels also.
I'm sorry, that's funny.
So,
I'm jealous, Tess.
Tess, what were your moments of this week?
I made my ascended pants,
Nice. Congratulations.
so now I just need my helm,
I
and
get
I'll be
ascended
done.
pants sometimes too, for totally different reasons. Just saying. Go ahead. Go ahead. What?
This is
You know
the
us-
worst show ever. Worst show ever.
What else
Worst.
happened? Anything?
We rated.
We did raid. That was awesome.
much
Hold
fun.
on.
Go ahead.
You guys rated.
I know what is going on,
Milla,
right?
but Milla had a date with
nowhere
my
I
to
Well-
can't wait to hear about it. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
here's-
They have
here's-
told me nothing, listeners.
Right, that's true.
Like, I'm learning all of this with you. I'm so excited to know
Some
how
of the people in chat
turned
were
out.
with us last night. It was really
Yeah.
lots. It was really lots of fun. So here's how it started off, Melissa. So just take a listen to this. Here's a couple little clips from last night's rating. All right, here we go.
Die, you bastard! Come to me!
Right. So that's how we kicked it off with the little "Die You Bastards," and then we roll on down and let's see if I can. Hopefully, I can find it. We weren't ready for the face change there.
That was so close. I'm gonna cry. Oh my god, you guys. Oh, I'm so sweaty. I am sweaty.
That was some of the hijinks that went on with that. It was
so much fun.
Yes,
Okay,
exactly.
now
exactly.
you make fun of me for saying, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sweaty," but you all know what I'm talking about when you let go of your and you're just like, "I'm all clammy and my hands are sticky," and yeah,
It was.
because it's scary.
It was.
I'm glad you clarified because
it
that's
was
not what
tense.
I heard.
I said, "Oh my gosh, I'm all sweaty."
That's not what I heard. I'm glad you said something. Thank
Oh.
you.
That's what I said.
I don't even want to know what Melita's heard. I'm just gonna leave that out of it. But she started us off right, and then she rolled into that. It was really, really fun, Militus. I mean, we're talking. It was amazing fun. And as you could hear, did you hear everybody just having a good time?
I did. I
That's
heard
what-
Zolder up in the background.
No.
Well, he wasn't there.
No? He
That
wasn't
was
there.
That was
Oh,
Mo.
I thought I heard him.
Yeah, it was. We had the best time, and that's what.
Okay, who was
the
all?
group is
Tell me who
awesome.
was all there. Come
The
on,
group
throw
was
some
awesome.
shout-outs.
God,
Go ahead.
I'm gonna miss
I can't even
people.
remember. I know we're.
Did
gonna
you
for
have
sure
a
miss
full
people.
10?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. In fact, we had so many that when people had to leave, we just rotated somebody else in the guild through. So a lot of people got to play. Like, I mean, it was really cool. I'd say like 13, 14 people got to participate in our first ever raid. But it just shows you if you're looking for a place to come and hang out, that's the kind of fun that we have. You can hear Tess scream and talk about being sweaty. and whatever else Militus heard.
Hands.
And
My
so I took
hands
home.
were all sweaty.
Yeah. I get it. You were tanking, so it was kind of a big deal. We did miss, though. I think the crucial element was Militus's heals.
And this is what's going to come up in my noob moment. So I'm not going to talk anymore about rating because I'm going to give you a breakdown in noob because I am an idiot. So
it was fun, though. It was
yeah,
really,
it was
really
so
fun.
Did you guys have a druid healer?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought
we were definitely missing the heals.
Well, no,
Yeah.
but hold on. Is it Gray? Neo? Someone's got a druid. Someone has a druid in the guild. They main a ranger.
I'm sure we had a lot of different things, but we were not equipped for the Trinity. Really, we had the tank and everybody else was doing stuff. Which, amazingly enough, we were able to. I think we could beat the fight if we. We'll talk about that in a little bit. We actually wanted to kind of cover a little bit, but we have some things that we need to actually work on to get there. But it was great first effort for sure. How about your moment of zen, Militus?
Okay, boom. I need some Rocky music or something here. Can you give me something?
Yeah. Well, you should have warned me. Seriously.
It fits this podcast. You don't understand. Okay. Why would I do that and change the flavor of our podcast?
You guys talk amongst yourselves
for
just a minute. I'll give you the theme. Red Monkey. There you go. Okay, hold on. Ready? Okay, all right, here we go.
Hit it. This week, Militus achieved the pinnacle of success in Guild Wars. He, in supreme fashion, I might add, the glory, the beauty that is Zoja's guise, an ascended coat.
Nice.
All natural, baby. No. Did I pay for enhancements like my co-host? No. Did I get, all my stuff from the trading post? No. Militus farmed that stuff, baby, the hard way. And I'm sporting my only. That's the sad. That's like, I got everything but the helm. Militus got his first ever ascended chest piece or coat. Sorry. So that was a big deal for me. It took me months to get that thing.
You did so good. I am super proud of you. Thumbs.
Now the best part of this whole story was that you made me get up the Eye of the Tiger song, which means I now have the playlist that includes the Foghorn.
No.
Oh no! You made a deal.
Made a deal,
which I didn't have it on. What was the deal, by the way? I don't remember what the actual deal was.
I don't either, but I remember you said blah 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 blah. If you do something, and I said absolutely.
Well, we can
because
ask
it was
the
something
chat.
ridiculous. It was something ridiculous. Like if I get to, or no. I remember what it was.
8,000 US.
No.
Oh.
It was because I was like really pushing us to make the marketplace, and you're like,
"Oh yes,
everybody wanted the PvP," and you said, "Hey, if we can get the PvP before the marketplace, I won't play the Foghorn anymore." And I said,
"Not
done."
anymore. This episode.
No, you said anymore.
Oh no, there's no way I would have done that. That's too good of a gag.
It's not a.
It's better.
No.
It's better if I don't have it for a couple weeks and then it just comes out when you're not expecting it.
It that's hurts people.
That's when. Hurt people. Tess. Hurt people. Well, there you go. So, did you have anything else?
One little more moment of zen for me is that you guys know how you get the daily login rewards, and every so many days you get Black Lion trading goods.
Oh yeah, and I always get the black stuff.
I always get this, and I love your game, Marina Net. I do love it, but I always get the suckiest crap out of that. And 2 days ago, I'm like, oh, great, another Black Lion. So I double click on it. I'm like, getting ready to take it to my bank and stack it with the other 800.
Yeah, I know. I've been
Trading Coast Express
vendors and all that stuff. Right. And I look, I'm like, holy crap. I got freaking Black Lion salvage kits, a stack of 25. And I was like, yay. That was a really big, not as big, certainly, as my Ascended chess piece, but very nice, second
It's always
moment.
nice to get something.
Yeah.
I've been having the Black Lion chest, by the way, drop much, much more regularly.
I still haven't got a key yet, Boom.
I've yet to witness.
I bought a
key.
key today.
Did you really off a mob?
Today. No. I bought a key.
No. I'm asking you, have you ever seen one drop in the game?
No.
Yeah.
Boom, have you?
No, so this is what I think is kind of interesting
I've
about
gotten
this.
some as a reward, but no.
Yeah, same with me. I've never seen one drop.
So I'm hoping the drop rate on these keys is not higher than the drop rate on precursors, because I'm really screwed considering I've never seen a key drop.
Yeah.
Right? I can just, they're just going to have to get 8,000 US from me, I guess, because I don't have any other way of getting keys. But I really expected a key to drop, like, I think of all the bags I've opened, all of the boss trains I've been on, all of the different things, and I've never seen a key. But, it's all good. Like I said, I would have got
There's always tomorrow,
something.
Boom.
Yeah, there's always tomorrow. That was a really good.
I just
moment of
realized
zen.
I'm totally rocking. Since I have my orange tongue, I have a Broncos tongue.
Broncos. Yes, as you can see,
Broncos
I'm all
tongue.
decorated. Yep, I'm all ready. Go Broncos. All right. Well, for me, it was all about that one lucky chance, and I didn't ever wake up on Tuesday expecting that by Tuesday night I would have witnessed the glory that is raiding in Guild Wars 2. But it in fact happened. Lucky me. And the guild decided to do it, and everybody showed up. And I mean, it was crazy. Everybody's coming in, and we had all the right people, and we jumped in, and it was so freaking fun. And so this is what's weird about this whole raiding thing for me. So I immediately hopped on my warrior thinking, I'm raiding. I better get on my character that has all of his ascended stuff, right? So, most of it anyway. I have almost everything ascended in my warrior. So I hop in on my warrior and I go, and I am just getting my butt handed to me with my warrior. And I'm like, what is going on? And I get frustrated and I change over to my necro, and my necro is all in exotics. So I only have trinkets and a few different things like that in ascended. I get in there, I never die with my necro, and I feel as if I was doing a lot more good than harm all of a sudden. So it's weird. I must just play warrior horrible. I must just be sucky at it.
No. Maybe the fight is easier, not easier.
Yeah.
Maybe the fight is more tuned for range players because those balls you have to absorb and all that. I watched some videos on it.
We had some trouble with the blue balls a little bit.
The red ones.
The blue ones were
Red.
no picnic. I'm just saying it was. There was a lot of balls flying around, and it was tough. It was really.
It was
really
a ball
tough.
fest, basically.
Yeah, and so I hopped on, and so I'm a lot more comfortable in my necro. So I hopped on, and so now because we are getting to raid, and I can tell everybody wants to do more of this. I really have pressure on me now to go out and start farming stuff and getting my gear and getting everything going. So now I'm going to really be focused on getting my necro going, and I'm even going to research some builds for PvE and for the raiding. It's going to be great. So I'm pumped because this really gives me some cool stuff to work towards with my necro, even though he's a badass in PvP already.
Again, it sounds like that's your new main.
It is for sure. Like, I don't even want to play anything else. But that's okay, because I'm hoping maybe the meta will switch a little bit. Maybe Warrior will be good someday, and I'll bring old Boom back, and it'll be kind of fancy and everything like that. But we're going to be triumphant for sure, and I can even see multiple raid teams kind of forming and different things happening. But I know we will. The dipping of our toes in it got everybody so excited that I know it won't be long. And a lot of the guys that we raid with, by the way, have raided in other guilds, and they've already cleared everything, and so they're just kind of along helping us. But it was really good because they were telling us, they were like, okay, do this, do that. You want to be here. You want to make sure you have this stuff. It was really great because they helped us and taught us. So it was super duper fun. So that was my moment of zen, and it was a great time for all. So come join us. If you're into it, you want to give it a try, and you want to be a part of it, come join the PrecursorCast Guild and have some fun with that. Let's move on to Adventures in Noobness. Militus, what do you have for our Adventures in Noobness, which I don't have a sound effect for, but I
know. I
will
was
get one
just
some
thinking
point.
that. I was like,
Yeah,
why
I
don't we
don't.
have a sound effect for this?
I'm getting lots of sound effects. I'm starting to get it's starting to actually sound like a real show, but it's taking me some time. So, All right, Militus,
Well,
what you
my,
got?
my moment of noobness is really probably not going to be that insightful for players, but so I have a Logitech G600 gaming mouse,
Nice.
and you can map the buttons on the side of the mouse to various keys for MMOs like Guild Wars 2. And I had a key bound on my Logitech for a previous game, and I forgot about it. So I'm running around. I'm actually completing. This is so sad. I was doing map completion for Lion's Arch on my Ranger because I was missing one spot, one vista, and I hit a button on my gaming mouse and I logged myself out of the game. It turns out F12 will log you out of the game. You hit
Really?
F12 now. You do have to take one step of noobness even further by hitting the enter key on your keyboard. And that's what, Milla does when he just wants to get stuff off his screen and away from him. His default response is
That's
enter.
your default response is the enter key.
So I'm running up the tower. You guys know where the tower is? The really tall tower. And
The lighthouse.
Southwest,
Yeah,
the
right.
lighthouse. Southwest part of the map. So
Because you got to run up that to glide off of it.
I might have done that
Yeah.
tonight. But I'm running tests up the tower. I'm about halfway. And all of a sudden, boop, I hit my gaming mouse and I hit enter, and all of a sudden, boop, I'm back at the character select. I'm like, no. I come back and I'm swimming on the harbor. Just ran right off. So yeah, F12, my Guild Wars 2 friends, is the logout button. Just thought I'd pass that along.
It's kind of
That's my
handy
moment of
actually
noobness.
because now I know a shortcut to log out. So I'll be sure to use that. Tess, how about yourself? What do you got for us? Moment of noobness this week. Something you did that was just completely newbie.
All right. So I'm sorry. I'm all froggy. Hang on. I'm a little icky too today.
Do you
You
have-
sound like me, Tess.
Yeah.
Poor Tess.
I'm
you
sorry.
you seem to get stuff out better. I'll just give you this. There we go. This will help you. Okay, go
That
ahead.
doesn't help me.
It helps you to have a
It
little bit
doesn't
of
help
something
me.
going on back behind you.
No. Stop it. Stop dancing at me. I'm sick.
But you're sick?
Okay, so will you please turn it off? I can't hear it. Okay, so my moment of noobness had to do with the raids. So let me just kind of give you an overview of what happened there, Milla.
Okay.
So I'm running with my guardian. I am full toughness build. We hit the boss. I go to tank, and I just don't have enough mitigation
Right.
to do it the way you're supposed to do it,
I
which
don't
is
even
basically
know what the word mitigation means.
to negate the damage that's coming in.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you're supposed to tank him by a pylon. There's a speed mushroom there, and that's where you're supposed to just kind of sit him right there. But I don't have enough mitigation just to sit. So I kind of drug him back and forth along the back of the section. And it just was not working because since I was dragging him back and forth, all of the melee DPS had to chase him. So we weren't doing almost any, like our DPS was like way down. And I was feeling terrible about this because I knew that the reason our DPS was really down was because I couldn't tank it properly. So I'm trying to think, I'm like, okay, if I take off, if I change, around my weapon and my build, can I not have enough toughness? Well, at my lowest, at dropping everything I possibly could, my lowest toughness was like 1900 toughness. So no matter what, I was like, boom, we had all these other necros. I was like, somebody could come in and tank and I'll go back to pew pew and it'll be better. But no matter what I did, there was no way I was going to lower my toughness enough to not tank it. So
you always would get aggro.
I would always get aggro. So I'm sitting here trying to think of how can I do this? If only Milla were here and, then I would be able to mitigate it enough and,
always
So you
comes back
had
to
no
Noah.
healer
No.
at all?
Well, somebody was throwing down, and I don't even know what it was, a few heals, but they weren't like the druid heals.
Could have
you know?
used,
dedicated
we could have
heals.
used Zolderp's little turret.
or
and
something.
then your
Yeah.
stuff.
Gotcha,
Like those
like
two
a
things would have
engineer
been
turret.
those two things would have been sweet.
Yeah. But we didn't have those things. So I'm just like banging my head against the wall and feeling terrible because I'm feeling like, as usual, that, you know, if I were better at this, we would get further. Dumb Tess. Here's my noob moment.
That's her Chinese name, by the way. Dum Dum.
I have other 80s, and one of my 80s is a druid.
Right. That's right.
I could have jumped
I didn't
on
even think about that. Why didn't you do that?
because I didn't think of it until this
I
morning.
didn't think about it until
Well,
just now.
but did you have all the masteries unlocked though?
Yeah, well, I have enough of them. I
Okay.
just don't have like one or two. But and I'm in full epics. I mean, I don't have a lot of ascended stuff, but I could have easily jumped on my druid and we could have had a necro come in and tank it, and it would have been fine. I feel terrible about that, and I know, and I appreciate chat going, it's not your fault. I'm not that type of girl. I'm not fishing for a compliment, but I just think that I did not help the situation. You know what I mean? I was one of the many hindrances our group had. So that was my moment of noob. You idiot. You have other characters.
I don't know. I don't think
it wasn't
that's-
that new. It wasn't that new.
But I mean, you identify with your guardian's your main. You identify with that class, and so
Yeah. And think about it this way, Tess. When we played other MMOs, you didn't ever think of like, oh, I'll switch my character mid-raid. Mm-hmm. Like, that's not something you just did, you know, regularly. I mean, it was harder than that. So it's kind of cool how it all works. And you just, you know, log out, switch, pop back in, join the zone, you're there. I mean, it's really kind of cool. That's one of the things that I learned, by the way, was that you could just, if you're anywhere else, all you have to do is teleport into the first little area of HOTS, and it'll immediately ask you if you want to join the raid. It's really, really cool how they've done it all. And I don't know, I liked it. I thought that was a good moment of noob.
There you go.
You were
You
being
can
too
switch
hard on
in.
yourself.
You're
You were
not
being too hard on
stuck
yourself.
on just your main. You can easily jump back and forth.
Yeah.
Since it's not a gear grind, the difference between your epics and your ascendeds aren't so much of a hindrance that you can't jump in. So
Yeah, I played all exotics, and
yeah.
I felt like it went pretty good.
Did I just say epics? I'm sorry,
That's okay.
exotics.
We get all of our stuff, you know. People are not expecting the best from us. Let's just go with that. All right.
There was
Well-
my noobness.
Did you guys know that there is a place called the South Sun Cove?
I did.
Yeah.
I do know that. Sorry.
Yeah. Boom didn't. I had no idea. So I was doing something anyway, and it said go to South Sun Cove, and I was like, where the hell's South Sun Cove? And then I had to go find South Sun Cove, and then I fought a crab, and it was fun. So there you go.
Hey,
There's
man,
my
the
noob
mobs
moment.
in South Sun Cove are no joke.
It was super awesome, by the way. I was
They,
like, why
they're
haven't
not
I
like
seen this?
mobs in
There is so
Corteria.
much of this game I haven't unlocked. It's so crazy. Like, there are still zones I haven't stepped foot in. And I have max level characters. I have 3 max level characters, and there's zones I have not touched yet. So
It's a good problem to have.
there you go. That is just the way I roll, and that's okay. So there's my noob moment. It doesn't get any more noobish than that. So, you know, suck it.
Ooh! It's my favorite segment.
Look, she's even got the Tennessee twang going. She said segment. Did you hear, Boom?
Well, it is
I'm
time
married
for
to
the
a man from
Militus
Tennessee.
Broke Ass segment with your host, Militus. Militus, take us away.
All right. Welcome to the Militus Broadcast segment. So today we're going to talk about a really cool cash shop item that I think everyone has to have. We've been talking about miniatures for a while, and now we get back to looking badass tonight because for only 700 gems, you can have the Hawk Wings. Have you guys seen the
Yes, some
glory?
people had them last night.
Who had
So
them?
awesome.
I wasn't paying
Sorry.
attention because I'm
That's
a
okay.
loser.
But someone in the raid had them?
I think like 2 or 3 people had them.
Nice.
Yeah, they were
Nice.
cool.
Do they look as cool gliding through the air? I haven't got to see them actually in action yet. Really
They
cool.
were pretty. They were pretty sick.
I have this thing where I suspect I'm going to want to buy every set of wings they create. I don't know why, but I just like them.
Okay. So can I tell you the first thing I thought of when I saw these? We're all of the age, I think you guys can appreciate this. If I were to say to you, Flash Gordon of the 1980s, Flash Gordon.
Yes.
Oh, that
yes.
Flash Gordon. He's using the Hawk people to help him attack.
Right.
Like, I imagine that if I put these wings on, I could become like the Hawk people flying down and helping Flash Gordon.
Flash. Ta-da!
Ta-da! Oh, nice.
Yes.
Flash. That's it.
Yes. Now that you've said that, I'm all about the wings now. I'm what you would call a wingman.
Do you guys remember that part in the movie where he had to stick his hand, I believe it was for the wing people, into that vile-looking thing that had those spitting, poison-filled monsters in it? He had to stick his arm all the way in it. Do you guys remember that?
Yes.
I have not seen the entire movie.
Oh my gosh, you got to watch that movie.
Tess, you got to watch it.
I have seen that movie a lot.
I will watch it.
But I think I need to see it again now that you mentioned that, because once I heard the theme song rip up, and then we're talking about wings, and we're talking about how in Guild Wars 2 you can kind of glide around. Now that you just mentioned that, I put them all together. That is why I love this flying thing so much. That is awesome.
And all of the other wings are back too. The white and the black ones.
You have like a limited time. It's like a snap 'em up, which I want those bat wings. Those things are awesome.
For your Necro?
Yeah, because I think I might go all Halloween with my Necro, maybe.
I have yet, and then here's the deal. I think all the wings are really, really, really cool, but I have not yet found a pair of wings that really say Tess's Guardian.
Tess's
So
Guardian.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
Well, I'm sure at some point you will find the wings that you are looking for. I'm just going to buy them all because I'm the wingman. That's my new thing. I'm just going to buy wings. It's all good. Somebody in chat said that wings are for chicken. Oh, no, buffalo sauce. Wings are for buffalo. That was great.
Get
Wings
it
are for
right,
buffalo sauce.
Boom.
Hey,
For chicken?
I didn't say I could read. There we go. Just keeping this show moving. We're just keeping it moving because we need to keep.
We are.
Moving. Yeah, because it's just been crazy. Well, let's talk about some news. So we have a number of different things we can talk about. I'm just gonna kick it off because I found this interesting news article, like really close to right before showtime. So I don't know everything about this, but I thought it was interesting enough to mention. So NCSoft is the parent company that has Guild Wars, and they have WildStar, and they have Blade and Soul, and they've got some other games, Lineage, and some other things as well. And I talked, there's two actual news articles that kind of involve NCSoft, but one of them was they are making a MOBA, sort of like what Heroes
of the
Blizzard,
Storm.
Yeah, Heroes of the Storm is kind of like that, encompasses all of their properties. So it's this cool, I don't know, it's kind of more of an action style one. Though I don't know if you guys watched the video or got to see some little clips of it, but it's a little different gameplay, but I could definitely see it being kind of an esport kind of attractor, and we've talked about that on shows. It's just everybody's racing to esports right now. But it looks kind of cool. So it's got Guild Wars 2 characters, it's got WildStar characters, it's got Blade and Soul characters, and you pick them and you play it. And there was guns and shooting and swords and sorcery and all. It was really, I don't know, it was kind of interesting. So NCSoft getting into the MOBA game. What do you guys think about that? Tess doesn't like MOBAs. No, Tess doesn't like MOBAs. Boom is the only one that likes MOBAs.
Talking about MOBAs is, for me, just an excuse to show off my Bronco's tongue.
Well, I'll have it posted in the show notes, but I believe it's called Master X.
Master versus, yeah, I was Master
something.
Times Master or something
Master.
MXM.
Careful.
I'm gonna call it MXM. How
Let's
about
just
that?
call it Master Square.
There we go.
That'd be good. You can say that even if you're from the South.
Here's the thing I thought of, boom, when I first saw this is, okay, League of Legends is the big elephant in the room, right? Them and Dota, too. And then Blizzard capitalizes on that because that's what they do with all their rich lore and their character. I mean, listen, people love and identify characters from StarCraft and Warcraft and all their games, all their IPs. And then I see this, I'm like, really? Because WildStar's 2 years old. Now, Guild Wars, I'll give it to them. Probably, the most, other
Can
than
I play
Logan.
as Logan?
Other than Logan.
I think you can.
Other than a few characters in Guild Wars, I just didn't feel like NCSoft had as big of a storehouse to go to pull out these iconic characters to make people want to play their MOBA.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I see what you're saying, but I think in MOBAs gameplay rules supreme. So if they hit on a style of gameplay that's cool, and supposedly this is a little unique in the way it plays, that could be a real game changer. Because it doesn't really play like League of Legends. It plays a little different. And people will gravitate towards even a new MOBA that does that. Now, it's a very competitive field, don't get me wrong. Everybody's got them. There's like 1,000 of them now. And so, it's this really, clustered field, and it may be harder for them to get into.
2009 of MMOs.
Right,
basically.
Right. Yeah, right. It's, where everybody's making one. Everybody's got a couple things going. I will say this, though. I watched the screenshots and the play, and we'll post all that stuff again in the show notes. It'll be on the website if you guys want to look at it. But I'll play it. I'll play it and I'll buy it. Yeah, I really did. I saw that, and I was like, this is a game that I could just kind of get into casually, and I can kind of play. And I always need, even though Guild Wars 2 is my main game, I always need, every once in a while, I get a little burned out from the MMO stuff. I just do. I get not super burned out.
We all do.
Yeah,
I played SimCity 4 this week.
Did you? That's just crazy. You should have been getting raiding gear and stuff. Yeah. Well, and so, just like that, you go and you play a little SimCity, but it's really to just kind of give yourself like a reprieve from this other stuff. And I feel that way from time to time. And I like to go to MOBA. So I play League of Legends, and I play a couple other things, and I've been doing a little bit of Diablo here the last week, and so for me this would be kind of fun. And I'm kind of wondering if it's going to be console and PC.
Ooh,
a little bit
interesting,
because the style of gameplay I could see it adapting to console. It looks right now that I'm seeing
they would
PC,
get a huge market share if they did that.
Yeah, it looks, and I don't know if you've played Diablo on the console or not, but it plays better than it does on the PC. I like Diablo on the console.
It plays incredibly better than on the PC.
That's
I can't believe how good it plays.
Yeah, that's how I feel. It's really, really good on there. So I don't know. It looks kind of fun, and they did a cool job. It looks really fun. I showed it to my son who's 11, and he likes to play League of Legends, and he saw it and he was like, "Oh, that looks cool!" Like he saw it and he was immediately gravitated towards it. Bright colors. It's cool stuff. They have different maps from different areas. So there was one that looked kind of Guild Wars 2-ish, and then they have other maps that are a little more modern and different things. So it looks good, and so I thought that was kind of cool. It ties into the second thing that I wanted to bring up in the news, which was, hold on, I'm trying to find it here. It was about Blade and Soul. So this is another thing. They're getting into all kinds of different things. So the Guild Wars 2, NCSoft, I should say, we're talking about, not so much Guild Wars 2, but NCSoft, Blade and Soul had 1 million players. They passed the 1 million player mark.
That's incredible.
That is crazy. And I don't know that WildStar ever got there.
Listen, WildStar never said anything about that.
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls Online never said anything about that.
They left all of
and
their,
they would have. I mean, if they hit that number, they would have been telling us from the top of the hills.
Right. They would
we
have been
had 1 million players.
Yeah, they would have been like, we got 1 million players. But so they passed 1 million players. And I thought that was interesting. And then NC Soft now firing on all cylinders, it appears, because they seem to have this Blade and Soul title that's going to be working for them and kind of doing some stuff. And now you're hearing them, Guild Wars 2 is hiring a mobile OS team. So if you go to Guild Wars, you go to ArenaNet right now, you see that they're actually hiring for mobile. So what's that mean? Does it mean there's going to be a mobile component to Guild Wars 2 where we can interact with it? That'd be kind of fun. Or does it mean they're working on something that's mobile based on Guild Wars 2? It's kind of interesting. So there's some mobile development going on.
I think that they need, the next thing that they need to do is they need to have some out of game, so be it on a website or be it on your mobile device, access to the trading post.
Yeah.
Like WoW did.
Right.
So part of me thinks that's, I think that that's probably.
Do you think that MMOs could find some cool way though to engage with us on a mobile platform that would actually tie into the game? Like, is there?
No. I can't think of it.
Not with the action combat and the number of skills you have. I couldn't see it. Like Tess was saying, if you think about it from a revenue standpoint, it makes a lot of sense. Okay, so Militus gets up, he goes to work, he leaves his gaming rig at home.
Right.
If I'm at work, I'm like, man, those hawk wings, those glorious hawk wings.
Flash,
if I could just,
yeah,
if I wonder how much gold do I have? I wonder if I have enough gold to buy gems to do that. And I look on my mobile app. I'm like, I'm halfway there. Oh, but from my mobile app, I can just connect my credit card and buy some more gold or gems.
Yeah, right.
Militus has got his hawk wings in his bank by the time he gets home. I mean, you think about the revenue that could generate for the game and give us interaction through mobile devices at the same time.
And if we can get on to your guild chat and
Guild chat would be good.
chat to
I would like
people
that. I'd like to be able to talk to people during that.
And access the gem store and access the auction or the trading post and all that stuff. I bet that's what I think is going to come.
What if the Asurans built a portal, right? And when you enter that portal, you're transported to your portable device. And when you're on your portable device, you are in this alternate dimension of the game. And you're playing some sort of mobile style game, but you're earning something that you can use in your regular game. So I'm playing something like, for the sake of saying it, I'm just going to throw it out there. I'm playing Guild Wars 2 Candy Crush. And I'm playing it.
But instead of crushing candy, you're rubbing oil on Lord Farron's six-pack.
That's it. You rub oil on Lord Farron.
Yeah, you just kind of wax the six-pack all up, you get it shining good.
You get it shining. And if you do that, you get an ascended something.
Or it'll be like the Tomcat app, but if you're a ranger, you can shave your pet.
Test.
What kind of pet would you shave, Tess?
Test.
Any pet that I got a Jaguar today.
I don't even know where you're going with this, Tess. Must we
I have
always
a
go
pet
to Tess?
in game.
I know.
Militus and I are trying to be serious.
Continuing.
Yeah. We're trying to be serious and have a serious. This is a serious show, Tess.
It's wet. This is a serious show.
No, I'm
Since
just wondering.
about 5 seconds into the episode.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just wondering though, when on earth is somebody going to get creative and come up with a way to have OS interact with the world in a way that's meaningful, but doesn't have to be like the gameplay that everybody thinks of. I don't need to play Guild Wars 2 on my iPad. I need something on my iPad that's different, but then relates to my Guild Wars 2 success so that I can go do something and have some fun, and then I come into game and I'm like, oh, sweet, I got a new chest. Oh, sweet, I opened it up and, there wasn't a black lion key in there, but it still got something, right? And I can just keep doing it. It's something like that. It would be really fun if somebody did that. So that's what I've got my fingers crossed for. I'm sure it's something like what Militus said, but...
You know what game did do that? And they did it really well. Was Rift.
Rift did something like that? I
Rift
had no idea.
Did that. What? They had, in that game, you could do exactly what Tess said. You could get into chat. You could talk to guild
You shaved
people-
animals?
You could shave your pets, I guess.
Okay. I guess.
Shave a few pips off the old pet. And then you could they had these mini games. And I can't remember exactly how they work.
Yes.
But if you played those mini games, you get like cosmetic items for your character.
Yes, that's what I'm talking
or you
about.
get some pots. You get some
Wing.
like health pots or mana pots, stuff like that, like little mini games. It was a lot of fun.
See, I like that.
I do
idea.
that.
Like that would be really fun, and that would get me engaged in something that it's that still ties into the game, but it's not that, and it would keep me thinking about Guild Wars 2, and it would make me want to log in because I'd be like, oh, what did I get? I don't know. I'm hoping it's something like that because if it's just shopping, if it's just chat, and the marketplace, I mean that's cool for a couple people, but I don't know. I'm not gonna really be like I tried that on WoW, and I don't know. It just wasn't as great. So there you go. Those are a couple of the news items that I had. Militus, it looks like you had another one as well that I wanted to have you roll out.
Yeah. So, Delphi.net is kind of a go-to fan site for me. And so I went there earlier today, and I see this blog post on there from, I'm going to say his name is Wanzi. And apparently this player, has been in Guild Wars Guild Wars 2 since day one of launch.
Right.
And he is what I call the Richie Rich of Guild Wars 2. He has amassed this. He's a econ PvPer. Did you guys ever know Onrez from the WildStar community? Onrez was kind of known as, and he still is, in the MMO community, broader community, as what's is considered to be an econ PvPer. Not someone that wants to kill you with the blade, but someone wants to kill you with the wallet. They want to.
Right, yeah.
They want to play the market. And so this person puts this blog post on Delphi.net. Apparently, back in the day, this player would go into the official forums and talk about how to play the economy. And then he or she moved to Reddit. And they make this argument they've amassed enough wealth, they don't really need to play the market anymore. What they're interested in is getting people feeling like they're impactful and playing the market themselves. So they're going to be putting a blog on Delphi.net talking about the economy of the game and how we play the game. And he had a quote in the article, I wanted to read it. He said, most players underestimate the economical impact the average player has on a global economy, as we have in Guild Wars 2. I might have as much gold in my wallet as 100-man guild combined, but that doesn't mean that I impact the market the same way as 100 guildies do. You could almost plug in the words individually, due to the market. And so, anyways, I've never done that. I've never kind of played the market. So I'm really curious to read this person's blog post coming up on Delphi.net. And I would encourage people that maybe have wanted to try this kind of gameplay to give it a shot. Go out to Delphi.net and read his blogs.
Yeah, and if enough people give it a shot, it'll really screw up the economy. So it'll be super fun.
True.
So
So you watch it for a few months and you see how many people are actually following his advice. And the third month you do the opposite.
Yeah, you get to play against that. Yeah, you get to. It's just but it is a game. I mean that's what it is. It's this whole thing. It's really kind of cool. I know that in other games I played, people would corner the market on certain things or do all. There's a lot of little quirky things going on. It was kind of fun. So I think that's a really cool article. We'll make sure that that's in the show notes as well for anybody that wants to read it. And again, visit all those great articles on Delphi.net. That would be super awesome, fantastic. Well, that sound can only mean one thing. It is time for some shout-outs.
It means that my teeth are grinding together. That's what that sound means.
Did you need to hear it again?
No!
I'm sorry. Okay, well, let's go ahead and move into some shout-outs. Tess, did we have any great shout-outs this week?
Yeah, we had Mark at Twitter send us a little note. He said, just finished the latest episode. Love the show, guys. Love listening while I'm playing. Don't stop doing what you do. Thank you, Mark.
Yeah,
that's so nice,
you,
Mark. I really appreciate that.
And I got an in-game email.
Oh, that's great.
from
I love those.
Tomlik. And Tomlik said, great new show. And he sent this to me, he or she sent this to me on the day the patch went live. And they said, hey, everyone's flying all over Tyria Militus. You got to check it out. There's people like soaring all over the place.
Everywhere.
And he said, I can't wait to hear you guys talk about it on the next show. And I must say, I'm going to talk about it now. I did, Tess, climb that tower.
I did. That was the first thing I did.
Yes.
And I made it all the way across. I flew across the entire body of water and made it clear to the other side on land.
Gosh. That's so awesome.
It's possible.
That's the first thing I did too, was climb that tower. It's so much fun.
What about you, Boone? What's the first place you went to test your
I haven't
glide?
had much time because all I did was raid last night. So I got on and I raided, and that's all I did. So I flew off of the raiding thing down into the raiding zone.
Off the raiding platform
into the zone. But I know I'm like so excited about it. And I went over to check out the monkey thing too. And so I was over there for a second, and it was funny because people were walking up the stairs and just flying down, and they were just making circles, and there must have been 80 guys just walking around in circles, flying down the stairs, up the stairs, down the stairs. It was really amazing. It's funny how that is such an impactful game component. It is. I would so miss it if it was gone. I mean, it's just so cool. I'm glad that they were like, let's bring it into the game. And I listened a little bit on their Twitch stream about that, and the game designer, and I can't remember his name, I'm sorry for not remembering it, but he was mentioning that they wanted to have it in the game the whole time. It's just they couldn't play test it before HOTS came out because all the play testers were doing hot stuff, and so it was hard for them to get time to actually play test that, but they wanted to have it in the game. So it was their plan all along, which is cool. So that's great. That's great. We also had a shout out on Facebook, said wanted to swing by and say your show is quickly becoming a favorite of mine. I'm really enjoying it. Been playing the majority of the time since launch. You were talking about options for builds and what to do for the Necro, and then he gave me some really cool advice, and so I'm pretty excited. He also mentioned to use GW2skills.net.
I want to check that out for sure.
Yeah, it's really nice.
To make a build, and then you can kind of find what you want. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to take that advice. And thanks to I had several people kind of IM me and different things like that, and kind of say, hey, Boom, this is what you need to do, and this and that and the other. And it's been really good. And I've not had any problem in PvP. PvP has been great for me. My problem has been definitely with the PvE, and not so much a problem, but just I want to max that sucker out so that I can go really be effective in raids, because we're raiding, baby. That's right. There you go.
And that was from Robert on Facebook.
That was Robert. I'm sorry, Robert on Facebook. So you guys can send us messages any way you want to. We like the in-game ones. You can go to our Facebook page. You can tweet us out a message. And you could also send us a review on iTunes. We read those reviews as well. So if you want to give us a review, that helps us. And that just helps us get more listeners as a podcast, because the reviews actually count in your ratings. So if you have more reviews, you are bumped to the top of the list. And if you have a few reviews, you're bumped to the bottom of the list, which would be good. We want to be at the top. All right. What about new guild members there, Tess?
We do. We have some new guild members, and we always love our new guildies. Come and join us. Again, we're totally casual. We don't lay any expectation on you. So don't think just because we spent most of this episode talking about raiding that we only want you to come and raid. Like, no, come play. Have a good time. So we have Ravenous. We have, and I'm going to screw this one up. It's either Sandra Lassie or Sandra Lassia or something like that. Yeah. Something. And then we also had Mesmer Wave, which I think goes like this.
That is a good one. That is a good one. Well, that is great. Do you guys have anything else you would like to mention before we wrap up episode 12?
Hey, in the Lunar Festival, I just want to mention this. Yeah. If you're a player that doesn't stare at their HUD, if you've got all your keys mapped and you jump into Dragon Ball for the first time and you start hitting your abilities and nothing happens, look at the HUD, because you have one DPS ability when you first get in that match. So I jump in, I'm like, I'm punching buttons
like,
left
just
and right,
going
and
for it, and
nothing's
you're like, wait a
happening.
minute.
Like, what the? It's broken.
Oh,
and I just had the one ability to throw this ball at people.
I'm
It was fun.
super excited to play
Tess,
that.
I won. First match, baby.
Nice.
Was I the suckiest one on the team? Perhaps. But was I the Masters Universe? Yes. I won.
So wait, are you saying now that you'd rather be the worst on a winning team?
Just today.
Wait a minute. How's that?
Tomorrow's a
Yeah,
new day.
you already picked your poison there.
Did. Felt pretty good today.
Well, on that note, everybody, good night, and we are out.
Broncos tongue!
Go down, Ming. Evil Lord.
King of the impossible.